A threat has forced Englewood school campuses to send students to another school within the district. Thanks for joining us at noon. I'm Tom Green. Englewood police say the threat of an explosive device was related to Englewood High School, Middle School, and the Leadership Academy. All are on South Logan Street. At around 10 a.m., officers searched the campus and didn't find anything suspicious. Still, students were moved out of caution. But the Eagle County Sheriff's Office and Lake County schools said that several schools in Colorado were listed as targets, along with some in Texas. Eagle County authorities say nothing has been found so far. New at noon, the man who briefly led officers on a chase through Rocky Mountain National Park yesterday and hurt 3 people is now in custody. Authorities arrested him late this morning. Park officials say 23-year-old Wade Thifault from Hudson sped through the Grand Lake entrance on the west side of the park. Park rangers, Estes Park Police, and Larimer County deputies tried to pull him over, but he kept driving, speeding over a stretch of Highway 36 through the park. At one point, the man hit another car, sending 3 people to the hospital, one with critical injuries. Investigators say he was also believed to be a suspect in a felony burglary case out of Grand County. He was caught this morning in the High Drive area near Estes Park. Still no other details have been given. We are working to learn more information today about why someone opened fire on a state trooper over the weekend. Investigators calling it an ambush attack. The shooting happened Saturday afternoon along Highway 36, just west of Federal Boulevard. The trooper returned fire, killing the suspect, who has not yet been publicly identified. 9 News reporter Brianna Clark has the story from Westminster.
The DA says it's a miracle he survived the ambush attack, shot 1 time in the arm. This is Corporal Ty Simcox, a 16-year veteran of the Colorado State Patrol. Investigators say he was parked along US 36 working on some paperwork when bullets came through his window. They say the driver of a black Chevy pickup truck then pulled over, got out, and continued firing shots at Simcox, who then fired back. It turned into a shootout in the middle of Highway 36 on a Saturday afternoon.
This trooper had absolutely no warning whatsoever. There are cars coming on both sides of the highway. There would be no reason for this trooper to ever anticipate that one of those vehicles would slow down and unload his gun into the trooper's vehicle.
But I will tell you very directly that our member was targeted today by a man that intended to kill him.
Governor Jared Polis says he spoke to Simcox over the weekend, thanking him for his brave actions in protecting this community. Reporting in Westminster, Brianna Clark, 9 News.
The Colorado State Patrol has released preliminary findings from its investigation into the Wednesday crash that killed 3 people. That investigation shows that a CDOT truck was off the right side of Highway 6 near Grand Junction and had its lights and signboard activated when a Jeep ran off the road, hitting 2 CDOT workers and a truck. Those 2 CDOT employees, Trent Umberger and Nathan Jones, were also wearing safety vests while standing behind the truck, removing a sign from the bed. A passenger in the Jeep, Kathy Wallace, was also killed. The driver survived and does not face any charges as of yet. Testimony picked up in the trial of the King Soopers shooter again today. It was day 3 of testimony, and today during that testimony, jurors were shown a PowerPoint presentation prepared by the FBI. They also heard from 2 men who were working in the store that day. The PowerPoint showed video and still shots with a schematic of the store throughout the incident. 2 King Soopers employees also described for the jury the shooting that left 10 people dead. One of those who testified was Paul Johnson, a head clerk that day. He described the confusion after the first gunshots. He and 2 colleagues initially thought someone was working on the roof. Moments later, he was running for his life and described the effect the shooting has had on him in the days ahead. We'll hear from those survivors coming up on 9 News at 3. Investigative reporter Kevin Vaughn will also have a detailed report coming up at 4 and 5 p.m. A man accused of stabbing and killing 2 people in Denver a year ago was set to be arraigned in court today. Police say Vincenzo Moscoso murdered 1 person on an RTD bus and a second at Regis University. The RTD passenger was 51-year-old Fidel Sanchez Benuelos. The woman stabbed near the Regis campus about 5 hours later was 83-year-old Judith Corcoran. Moscoso was found an hour and a half later, still carrying the bloody knife. So far, no motive has been given for those crimes, but we do know that he was on parole at the time. Monday has some clouds in the sky right now, not enough to cool us down on this early September day. Corey Reppenhagen with our 9 News Weather Impact team joins us now with a look at what started out as a pretty nice Monday.
Yeah, those clear blue skies are starting to disappear a little bit, but you're right. I don't think that's going to prevent us from reaching 90 degrees here on the Front Range today. In fact, those temperatures are already rolling up pretty high here in Denver. 88 already at Denver International Airport, 87 degrees here at the 9 News studios. You can see those clouds starting to form out there in the background. Also that haze from the wildfire smoke out of state still in the area. On the radar, there's a few showers even showing up here, dropping some precipitation in our area in North Arvada, up here towards the Loveland area. So we're getting one of those signature Colorado moments out of these, something I call sunny rain. So you're seeing the sunshine and the rain at the same time. And here's your forecast high temperatures here. We're almost already there, and I don't think any of these clouds or little rain showers in our area are going to prevent us from getting up to these forecast high temperatures, 91, 92 in our area, 80s along the base of the foothills, 60s and 70s up there in the mountains. And the forecast for the rest of the day here will be in the upper 80s and 90s all the way until about 5 o'clock before the clouds get a little bit thicker and it'll start to cool us down. I'll have more details on the forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Corey. Aurora officially gets a new police chief this afternoon. Todd Chamberlain is to be sworn in at 3 o'clock. Chamberlain, a former LA police commander who also served as chief for the Los Angeles Unified School District. All but 2 members of Aurora City Council voted to confirm him last month after a search that involved no community input. Chamberlain becomes Aurora's 6th police chief just since 2019. He also becomes the first chief since 2022 without the word interim in his title.